Ladies, I want to talk to you today about something powerful, something that has the ability to shape your relationships, protect your heart, and position you for honor and respect. You see, as a woman, you were created with a divine design. You are a vessel of wisdom, a carrier of life, and a reflection of God's beauty. But with that power comes the responsibility to guard what is sacred: your heart, your mind, and your dignity. Not everything is meant to be shared. In life, relationships are built on trust, but trust must be earned, not freely given. A woman must know what to reveal and what to conceal, because the value of something is often determined by how well it is protected. In life, wisdom is often found, not just in what we say, but in what we choose not to say. A woman who understands this principle carries herself with a sense of discernment, knowing that not everything should be shared with just anyone, especially in relationships. The ability to hold back certain information is not about secrecy, but about wisdom. It is about understanding the value of timing, trust, and discernment when engaging with others, particularly with a man. There is power in what remains hidden. A treasure that is easily accessible loses its worth. If a woman makes every detail of her life readily available, she diminishes the depth of mystery and honor that should surround her. This does not mean she should be deceptive or insincere, but rather that she should recognize the importance of guarding her inner world. What is valuable must be protected, and one's thoughts, emotions, and history are among the most precious possessions a woman carries. When a woman meets a man, there is often a temptation to share everything too soon in an effort to establish a connection. However, rushing into openness without first discerning a man's intentions and character can lead to unnecessary heartache. A man who has not yet proven himself trustworthy does not deserve access to the most vulnerable parts of a woman's life. Just as one would not hand over the key to a house without knowing the visitor's purpose, a woman should not expose her deepest thoughts and experiences without first ensuring they will be handled with care. Men, by nature, respect what they must work to understand. If everything is given freely at the beginning, there is nothing left to discover. The mystery of a woman is not about manipulation, but about maintaining a sense of dignity and self-respect. A woman who values herself does not lay out all her emotions, weaknesses, and experiences at the feet of someone who has not yet demonstrated their ability to honor them. Instead, she reveals herself gradually, allowing time to test the sincerity of a man's interest. There are also certain aspects of a woman's life that should remain private because they are sacred. Not every past mistake, personal struggle, or deep fear should be disclosed without careful thought. Some things are between a woman and God, and some things should only be shared in the safety of deep trust. A woman must ask herself whether revealing certain details will build a relationship or weaken it. Some truths are better shared once a solid foundation has been established. Furthermore, a woman's dreams and goals should not be entrusted to someone who lacks vision. If a man does not yet understand his own purpose, he cannot fully appreciate the magnitude of what a woman carries within her. Sharing dreams with the wrong person can invite doubt, discouragement, or even manipulation. A wise woman guards her aspirations and aligns herself with those who will support and nurture her vision rather than diminish it. Another crucial aspect of discretion is the preservation of it. When a woman shares too much too soon, she invests emotionally before knowing whether the other person is worthy of such an investment. This can lead to disappointment and heartbreak. By holding back and observing, a woman gives herself the opportunity to see a man's true nature before becoming deeply attached. A woman must also be mindful that what she shares can be used against her in the future. Not every man has good intentions, and some may take advantage of information given in vulnerability. There are instances where what was shared in trust has later been used to manipulate, control, or hurt. A wise woman therefore understands that privacy is a form of protection. Ultimately, a woman who exercises discernment in what she shares is not being closed off. She is being wise. She understands that not everything should be given freely and that trust must be earned. In doing so, she ensures that what she does share is received with the honor, respect, and appreciation it deserves. The past is a significant part of who we are, shaping our experiences, perspectives, and growth. However, wisdom teaches that not everything should be shared too soon, especially in relationships. A woman who understands this principle recognizes the importance of timing, trust, and discernment when revealing the details of her past to a man. It is not about hiding or being dishonest, but about ensuring that what is shared is received with the right level of maturity and care. When entering a relationship, there is often a natural desire to be open and transparent. Many believe that sharing everything early on establishes trust and connection. However, trust is something that should be built gradually, not given freely. A woman must first assess the character of the man she is speaking to before offering intimate details about her past. Some men may not be mature enough to handle certain truths with wisdom and understanding. If a man has not yet proven himself to be trustworthy, he does not need access to the most sensitive aspects of a woman's history. Sharing too much too soon can also create unnecessary emotional entanglements. When a woman opens up about her past before a solid foundation has been established, she risks investing emotionally in someone who may not be prepared to handle that level of depth. Not every man is capable of carrying the weight of another person's history with grace and understanding. Some may judge unfairly, misinterpret, or even use personal information against a woman in the future. A wise woman takes the time to evaluate whether a man is truly capable of holding her past with care before she allows herself to be vulnerable. Another reason to be cautious about sharing the past too soon is that people form impressions quickly. If a woman reveals certain details about her history before a man has taken the time to truly know her, he may see her through the lens of her past rather than the person she has become. Some men may struggle to separate a woman's past experiences from her present reality. Even if she has grown, healed, and transformed, an immature or insecure man may hold on to old information and use it to define her. Additionally, some aspects of the past require context, and rushing to share everything can lead to misunderstandings. Without deep trust and proper communication, a man may not be able to fully grasp the significance of certain experiences. A woman should wait until there is a safe and secure emotional space before discussing things that require depth and understanding. When trust has been built over time, discussions about the past become opportunities for deeper connection rather than potential points of judgment or insecurity. It is also important to remember that some parts of a woman's past belong only to her and to God. Not everything needs to be disclosed, especially if it has already been healed and resolved. Some experiences are personal lessons meant to shape character and wisdom rather than be shared with every person who enters her life. A woman should ask herself whether sharing certain details will add value to the relationship or whether it is unnecessary to bring up old wounds that no longer define her. Another key consideration is how a man responds to information about a woman's past. If a woman shares too much before truly knowing how a man handles sensitive topics, she may set herself up for disappointment. Some men may lack the emotional maturity to respond with grace, while others may use a woman's history as leverage in the future. A man's ability to handle conversations about the past with understanding and kindness is a reflection of his character, and a woman should observe this before she fully opens up. Patience is key in any meaningful relationship. Just as a strong house is built brick by brick, trust should be developed gradually. A woman who understands this principle guards her heart and shares only what is necessary at the right time. She does not rush to reveal everything, but rather allows a man to earn the right to hear the deeper parts of her story. In doing so, she ensures that what she shares is valued, respected, and held with the honor it deserves. Every person has weaknesses, areas of vulnerability that can be used either for their growth or against them if placed in the wrong hands. A wise woman understands the importance of guarding these weaknesses and being selective about whom she entrusts with her struggles, emotions, and fears. This is not about hiding who she is, but about ensuring that what is shared is given to those who have proven they can handle it with care, respect, and maturity. A woman's weaknesses are not flaws. They are simply areas where she requires support, healing, or growth. However, when these weaknesses are revealed to the wrong person, they can become tools of manipulation or control. Some individuals may appear trustworthy in the beginning, only to later use a woman's vulnerability against her. A person who has not demonstrated integrity and loyalty should never be given access to the fragile parts of one's heart. Trust must be earned, not freely given, especially when it comes to personal struggles. It is also important to understand that not everyone is capable of handling another person's weaknesses with the right perspective. Some people lack the emotional maturity to be compassionate and supportive, and instead, they may judge or criticize. A woman who shares her struggles too soon may find herself in a situation where she is misunderstood rather than supported. This can lead to feelings of shame, insecurity, or regret. Choosing the right time and the right person to confide in ensures that the conversation is met with understanding rather than condemnation. A woman should observe how a man reacts to challenges before revealing her deepest struggles. If he cannot handle stress, conflict, or responsibility well, then he may not be equipped to handle her weaknesses with care. A man who is quick to anger, dismissive of emotions, or insensitive in his words is not someone who should be entrusted with deep personal matters. By watching his behavior in other areas of life, a woman can determine whether he is a safe space for her vulnerabilities. Emotional safety is a key factor in any relationship. A woman who guards her weaknesses ensures that she is placing her trust in someone who will protect her heart rather than exploit it. There are people who use knowledge of a person's struggles as a way to gain power or control over them. Some may manipulate emotions, bring up past weaknesses in arguments, or use personal fears to limit a woman's confidence and independence. This is why discernment is so critical when it comes to sharing one's struggles. It is also important to recognize that some weaknesses are temporary. Life is a journey of growth, and struggles that exist today may not be the same struggles in the future. If a woman defines herself too much by her weaknesses and shares them prematurely, she may be reinforcing an identity that she is meant to grow beyond. Instead of speaking about herself from a place of struggle, she should focus on her journey of overcoming and healing. This shift in mindset allows her to walk in confidence rather than in self-doubt. Additionally, not every struggle needs to be voiced in order to be understood. A woman's actions, decisions, and growth often speak louder than words. If she carries herself with wisdom, strength, and purpose, the right person will naturally learn about her journey through observation rather than through premature disclosure. This ensures that her story is valued and that her weaknesses are not used to define her, but rather to highlight her strength and resilience. Guarding weaknesses does not mean living in isolation or refusing to be vulnerable. It simply means choosing the right people, the right time, and the right setting to share personal struggles. A woman who exercises wisdom in this area protects herself from unnecessary pain and positions herself to be in relationships that truly honor and uplift her. Every person carries dreams, visions, and goals that shape their future. These dreams are not just wishes, they are seeds of purpose planted by God, waiting to grow and bear fruit. A woman with a vision must be careful about who she allows into her life, especially when it comes to relationships. The person she chooses as a partner can either nurture her dreams or suffocate them. Not every man is capable of walking alongside a woman with a strong sense of purpose. Some may be intimidated, others may be indifferent, and a few may even try to redirect her toward a path that does not align with what she was meant to do. This is why discernment is necessary when choosing a partner. A man who does not understand purpose will struggle to support a woman who carries vision. If he has no clear direction for his own life, he may not know how to encourage or protect the dreams of the woman he is with. A woman should observe whether a man has a sense of responsibility, discipline, and commitment toward his own goals. If he lacks ambition and is content with mediocrity, he will likely not be able to handle a woman who is driven and focused. When a man has no vision for his life, he may become a hindrance rather than a help to the woman he is with. Dreams require an environment where they can thrive. Just as a seed needs the right soil, water, and sunlight to grow, a woman's dreams need support, encouragement, and protection. A partner should be someone who speaks life into her vision rather than discouraging it. He should be a source of strength, providing reassurance in moments of doubt and celebrating her progress as she moves toward her goals. A man who constantly criticizes, belittles, or dismisses a woman's dreams is not the right partner for her. Words have power, and if she surrounds herself with negativity, she may begin to doubt what she was created to do. A woman must also recognize that her dreams are too valuable to be placed in the hands of someone who does not honor them. Some men may pretend to support a woman's aspirations in the beginning, only to later show resentment or jealousy. If a man feels threatened by a woman's success or tries to control her path, he is not the right partner. A relationship should be a place where both individuals grow together pushing each other toward their highest potential. It should not be a battle for dominance, nor should one person's dreams be sacrificed for the sake of another's insecurity. Partnership is about alignment. A woman should seek a man who not only supports her dreams, but also shares a vision that complements her own. They may have different callings, but their values, principles, and purpose should be in harmony. When two people are walking in the same direction, they strengthen each other. But when their paths are completely opposite, there will always be tension and conflict. A man who does not respect a woman's vision may try to lead her away from her purpose, convincing her to settle for less than what she was destined for. A woman must be patient when choosing a partner. Rushing into a relationship without considering whether a man aligns with her purpose can lead to years of frustration and regret. She should take the time to observe his actions, his mindset, and his response to her ambitions. Does he encourage her to grow, or does he make her feel guilty for wanting more? Does he provide wisdom and guidance, or does he dismiss her dreams as unrealistic? These are the questions that must be answered before committing to a relationship. The right partner will not compete with a woman's dreams. He will complement them. He will recognize her potential and do everything in his power to see her succeed. A woman who understands this will not settle for a relationship that forces her to shrink or abandon her calling. Instead, she will wait for the right man, one who honors her vision, supports her purpose, and walks beside her as she fulfills her destiny. Boundaries are an essential part of a woman's self-respect and personal growth. They define what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that she remains in control of her emotional, mental, and physical well-being. However, one of the biggest mistakes many women make is feeling the need to over-explain their boundaries. When a woman knows her worth, she does not need to justify why she chooses to set limits. She simply establishes them and expects them to be honored. Over-explaining boundaries often comes from a place of seeking approval. Many women feel pressure to provide a reason for their standards, hoping that the other person will validate their decision. But the truth is, boundaries are not up for debate. A woman should never feel guilty for saying no or for standing firm in what she believes is right for her. When she over-explains, she invites unnecessary arguments, as some people may try to convince her to change her mind or make her feel as though her boundaries are unreasonable. A woman must also understand that the right person will respect her boundaries without needing a long explanation. A man who truly values her will not pressure her to justify her decisions. Instead, he will honor them simply because he respects her. On the other hand, a man who constantly questions, challenges, or ignores her boundaries is revealing his true character. A woman should pay attention to how someone reacts when she asserts her limits. This response will tell her whether they are worthy of her trust and time. Boundaries should be communicated clearly and confidently. A woman does not need to soften her stance or make excuses for why she is setting a particular limit. When she says, "I am not comfortable with that," or "this is something I do not accept," she does not need to follow it with an explanation to make the other person feel better. People who respect her will accept her boundaries without resistance, while those who push back are showing that they may not have her best interests at heart. Over-explaining can also weaken the impact of a boundary. When a woman provides too many details about why she is saying no, it can open the door for negotiation. Some people will look for loopholes or try to convince her that her reasons are not valid. This is why a firm and simple response is often the best approach. Instead of saying, "I don't want to go to that event because I had a long day and I need rest and I have things to do in the morning," a woman can simply say, "I won't be able to make it." The more she explains, the more room she gives for someone to challenge her decision. Setting boundaries without over-explaining also reinforces a woman's confidence. When she knows her worth, she does not feel the need to justify her choices. She understands that her boundaries are there to protect her peace, her values, and her well-being. Confidence in setting limits sends a message that she is in control of her life and that she expects to be treated with respect. Additionally, people who truly care about a woman will appreciate her ability to set boundaries. It shows that she has a strong sense of self-awareness and that she values herself enough to establish limits. A woman who is clear and firm about what she will and will not accept attracts people who respect and honor her. She does not need to convince anyone that her boundaries are reasonable. She simply lives by them and the right people will naturally align with her standards. A woman who sets boundaries without over-explaining saves herself from unnecessary stress, emotional exhaustion, and potential manipulation. She stands in her power, knowing that she does not need to justify her choices to anyone. The people who belong in her life will accept her boundaries without question, and those who do not will reveal themselves by their resistance. This is why a woman must trust herself, speak with confidence, and never feel the need to over-explain when she asserts her limits. A woman's power lies not in how much she reveals, but in how much she wisely chooses to withhold. There is something captivating about a woman who does not lay all her thoughts, emotions, and intentions bare for the world to see. Mystery is not about deception or manipulation. It is about maintaining a sense of dignity, depth, and discernment in how she presents herself. When a woman understands the value of her presence, she does not feel the need to constantly explain, justify, or overexpose her thoughts and feelings. She moves with quiet confidence, knowing that her strength is in what is left unsaid. Men are naturally drawn to mystery because it creates curiosity and intrigue. When a woman shares everything too soon, she removes the element of discovery. If there is nothing left to uncover, interest can fade quickly. A woman who holds back certain thoughts, emotions, and experiences allows others to earn the privilege of knowing her deeper layers. This does not mean she plays games or creates unnecessary distance, but rather that she reveals herself in a way that maintains her sense of value. A woman who embraces mystery also commands more respect. When she is selective about what she shares, she shows that she values her own thoughts, emotions, and experiences. She does not feel pressured to over-explain herself or to seek validation from others. Instead, she listens more than she speaks, observes more than she reacts, and reveals herself only to those who have proven they are worthy of her trust. This level of self-restraint and awareness is what makes her presence powerful. Mystery also protects a woman from unnecessary emotional entanglements. When she shares too much, too soon, she risks forming attachments to people who have not yet shown that they deserve a place in her life. Some individuals may take advantage of openness and use personal information to manipulate or control. By maintaining a sense of discretion, a woman safeguards herself from those who do not have pure intentions. She allows time to reveal whether someone is truly trustworthy before she opens up fully. In relationships, mystery fosters deeper attraction and appreciation. A woman who does not constantly seek attention or validation carries an aura of confidence that is undeniably attractive. She does not chase, she does not beg, and she does not overshare in an attempt to win affection. Instead, she lets her presence speak for itself. A man who genuinely values her will take the time to understand her, to pursue her, and to earn her trust. When everything is given freely without effort, it is often taken for granted. A woman who understands the power of mystery also knows the importance of silence. Not every thought needs to be spoken, and not every emotion needs to be displayed. Silence can be more powerful than words. It allows her to control the energy around her, to command respect without demanding it, and to create an environment where people listen when she does choose to speak. There is strength in knowing when to hold back, when to let curiosity build, and when to reveal only what is necessary. Furthermore, mystery extends beyond words. It is also reflected in how a woman carries herself, the way she moves, the way she maintains eye contact, the way she listens, and even the way she dresses all contribute to the aura she creates. She does not feel the need to be loud or overly expressive to be noticed. Instead, her quiet confidence, her grace, and her intentional presence make a lasting impression. A woman's mystery is not about creating distance, but about ensuring that those who come close truly appreciate her worth. She does not give away her mind, body, or emotions easily. She knows that what she carries is valuable, and she treats herself accordingly. By embracing the power of mystery, she maintains her self-respect, her peace, and her ability to attract relationships that are built on genuine interest and deep respect. Trust is one of the most valuable gifts a woman can give to a man, and it should never be handed over carelessly. A woman's heart, emotions, and personal experiences are treasures that deserve to be protected, not exposed to just anyone who shows interest. In a world where people can be deceptive, manipulative, or simply unprepared to handle vulnerability, a woman must be wise about whom she allows into her inner world. She should never feel obligated to open up to a man who has not consistently demonstrated that he is worthy of that privilege. A man must earn trust through his actions, not just his words. It is easy for someone to say the right things, but true character is revealed over time through consistency, reliability, and integrity. If a man is genuinely trustworthy, he will show patience and understanding rather than pressure a woman to share more than she is comfortable with. He will respect her boundaries and recognize that vulnerability is not something that can be rushed. A man who pushes for deep emotional access too quickly may not have the right intentions or the maturity to handle what she shares. Observing a man's behavior in different situations is key to determining whether he is trustworthy. How does he react to stress, disappointment, or conflict? A man who becomes angry, defensive, or dismissive in difficult moments may not be a safe place for a woman's emotions. A man who is careless with the feelings of others, who gossips, or who betrays confidences cannot be expected to handle a woman's heart with care. A woman should pay attention to how he treats not only her but also others around him, as this reveals his true nature. Trust is not just about emotional security, it is also about protection. A woman must ask herself whether a man has the strength to protect what she shares with him. Will he use her vulnerabilities against her in moments of conflict? Will he expose her private struggles to others? Will he manipulate her emotions to gain control over her? A man who has earned trust will never use personal information as a weapon. Instead, he will guard it, honor it, and make a woman feel safe in his presence. Another sign of a trustworthy man is his ability to handle his own emotions with maturity. A man who lacks emotional control, who is unstable in his reactions, or who seeks validation through dominance and control is not someone who can be trusted with a woman's vulnerability. A woman should never open up to a man who expects her to carry the weight of his own emotional baggage while disregarding hers. A trustworthy man is emotionally balanced, secure in himself, and capable of supporting a woman without making her feel guilty for expressing her true feelings. It is also important to recognize that some men will pretend to be trustworthy in order to gain access to a woman's heart. They may appear patient, kind, and understanding in the beginning, but their true nature is revealed over time. This is why patience is crucial. A woman should never feel rushed into opening up. She should take the time to observe, to test, and to see if his actions consistently align with his words. Trust should be built layer by layer, not given away in a single moment of emotional connection. A woman who values herself understands that not everyone deserves access to her thoughts, dreams, fears, and struggles. She does not seek validation through oversharing, nor does she allow loneliness or desperation to cloud her judgment. She knows that a man must prove himself through time, actions, and unwavering respect before he is allowed into the deeper parts of her heart. By guarding her emotions and only opening up to a man who has truly earned her trust, she protects herself from unnecessary pain and ensures that she is only vulnerable with someone who will cherish and honor her. Walking in your worth and self-respect is the foundation of living a life that reflects your true value. It is an acknowledgement of your inherent dignity and the unique qualities that make you who you are. A woman who walks in her worth does not shrink, does not compromise her values, and does not settle for less than what she deserves. She knows that her presence in this world has significance, and she carries herself with that understanding at all times. A woman's worth is not defined by external factors, such as her appearance, social status, or the approval of others, but by her inner qualities, her strength, her character, her intelligence, and her compassion. When she truly understands her worth, she is not easily swayed by criticism or the opinions of others. She does not seek validation from outside sources because she already knows who she is and what she brings to the table. Self-respect is a vital part of this journey. When a woman respects herself, she sets boundaries that protect her emotional, mental, and physical well-being. She knows her limits and is not afraid to assert them when needed. She does not allow people to take advantage of her kindness, her time, or her energy. Self-respect is about knowing your own value and refusing to allow anyone to treat you as less than what you deserve. It is about walking away from situations, relationships, or environments that do not honor you, your goals, or your vision. A woman who walks in her worth and self-respect understands the importance of self-care. She takes time to nurture her body, mind, and spirit, knowing that she cannot give from an empty vessel. Whether it's through quiet reflection, exercise, reading, or simply taking time to rest, she invests in herself because she recognizes the importance of maintaining her own well-being. By doing so, she is able to show up as her best self in all areas of life, whether it be in her relationships, her career, or her personal growth. This journey also requires a woman to be mindful of her relationships. She recognizes that not everyone will appreciate her worth, and that is okay. A woman who knows her value does not chase after people who do not see her for who she truly is. She does not tolerate disrespect or accept relationships that do not align with her standards. She attracts people who see her for the amazing woman she is, and she surrounds herself with those who uplift, support, and respect her. Walking in your worth also means rejecting the fear of being alone. Many women fall into the trap of feeling incomplete without a partner or seeking constant validation from others. When a woman walks in her worth, she is at peace with herself. She does not feel desperate for attention, nor does she feel the need to prove her worth to anyone. She knows that her life is full and valuable, whether or not she is in a romantic relationship. By being content with herself, she creates space for healthy and fulfilling relationships that are based on mutual respect and admiration. Furthermore, a woman who walks in her worth is not afraid to pursue her dreams, even when they seem out of reach. She believes in her ability to achieve her goals and takes the necessary steps to make them a reality. Whether it's in her career, her personal development, or her creative pursuits, she works diligently toward her vision, knowing that she is worthy of success. She does not let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others hold her back. Finally, walking in your worth is about honoring yourself in every aspect of your life. It is about being unapologetic for who you are, what you stand for, and the boundaries you set. It is a refusal to compromise your values or your integrity for the sake of fitting in or pleasing others. A woman who walks in her worth is confident, not in a boastful or arrogant way, but in a way that says, I know who I am, and I am enough. She carries herself with grace and strength, knowing that she is worthy of all the good things life has to offer.